Now we may put a little bit. Yes. Yeah, it's got some good. Yeah, definitely a lot more stable. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to get to review and test drive this 2022 Ford Expedition Limited Max Stealth Performance Edition. Very excited to get my hands on this Performance Edition of Expedition. I want to give a big shout out to Bartow Ford for allowing me some time with this Ford Expedition. All right, guys, so I've reviewed quite a bit of the of this new 4th generation Expedition trims. We did an XL, we did a Limited, we also did the Timberline, which we have you not seen it, you might see it or maybe not yet. But here we have basically the Limited with the Stealth Performance Edition package, which basically gives you, it's like a sport edition for the street package. This has got lower suspension, it's got a sport tune suspension, you got blacked out accents, which looks fantastic. Now this one that we have with us here is the Max Expedition, or the long wheelbase Expedition. Gives you another foot from the regular wheelbase. So this is basically the biggest Expedition you can get. Now this Expedition Stealth Performance, you can get it in the short wheelbase or the long wheelbase as in this Expedition Max. Now let's go right guys around this. Of course, this is the 4th generation Expedition, just redone for this year for 2022 as a mid-cycle refresh. As you can see, guys, we have a completely different nice front, more of a modernized exterior lighting. Of course, it's got the LED daytime running lights, LED headlights and fog lights. Now, as you can see, guys, this is all blacked out for this Stealth Performance package, which is really nice. Really does dark out all the accents of the lights. And of course, we get a black Ford badge here in the middle, which is really nice. We got black lower, let's see, we got basically a gloss black lowered lip here, and we have some gloss black painted tow hook. So really nice what Ford has done to this Expedition. Also, the Expedition is done in black lettering. Now this one here, guys, is equipped with 22-inch wheels. These are specifically done for the Stealth package. So 22-inch black aluminum wheels. Now, as you can see, we got also some red painted calipers as part of the package as well. This is running 285mm General Grabber tires. Basically pretty big tire, all season tire. Really looks nice. Really love the way that wheel looks. It's one of the best looking wheels I think that Ford has done. So as you can see, guys, backing out a little bit, awesome looking Expedition. This one is done in Star White, which is a beautiful white color. This one's of course with the black bleos. The accent looks really nice. We get a bit of a chrome belt in here surrounding the vehicle. As you can see, we have black mirror caps on this one, and we have some LED turn signals here as well, with some lights and cameras here on the side for the Ford Copilot 360 view cameras. So as you can see, guys, this is equipped with the panoramic sunroof. We do have black roof rails here on this one. Now on this model, since it's fully equipped, and this has got the, I think it's a 301 package, which is one of the highest packages. It does have automatic basically running boards. As you can see, guys, they still down once you open the door or you open the key here. So that's a really nice feature. If you close it up, they go back up and tucked into the body, which is really cool. So coming back here, guys, as you can see, we do have, I'm gonna open up again, LED lighting here in the back with that brand new design for the looks for the 22 Expedition. So as you can see, guys, all the lettering is blacked out here in the back. Really nice, all done in black. Also the Limited and the Max Expedition name as well. The Ford badge is also done in black. And coming down here, squatting down, guys, here a little bit, we got all this basically done in black as well, the lower bottom lip, and of course as well as your cover for the tow hitch there. Now of course, this being the Max Expedition, and this thing can tow about 9,000 pounds, not the extra 300 with the regular wheelbase size, which you can do. So it got some pretty good tow rating as well. This one is a 4-wheel drive model. These models are not easy to find. These are basically almost kind of a special order. You know, it's kind of hard to have an inventory of I would say it's kind of hard. It's kind of not easy to find a stealth model, especially one in stock as a dealer's inventory. This one was a special order. Unfortunately, the original owner who ordered it backed out of it, but I'm glad because obviously we have here the chance to review this Expedition Stealth Performance Package. Now of course this is based on the limited model, which is a pretty well equipped model. We did another limited model, as you can see, the blue one that I have if you browse the channel, but this one is basically the decked out fully Stealth Performance Edition package. Now let's go guys and check out the sticker on this Expedition. As you can see guys, here we got 22 limited 4x4 Expedition, 7 passenger, 3.5 liter. Now of course this has got the high output 440 horsepower Ecoboost V6. That's optional. Basically the only two options, or the only two trims you can get this high performance output engine is in this one and on the Timberline edition as well trim. So this one done in star white guys with the onyx black leather, which has got some red stitching as well, which looks fantastic. We'll look at it in just a few moments. Now this one is equipped with the 304A basically group, which is $9,540, which is basically the Stealth Performance Package with a panoramic sunroof. It has this Force Stealth Edition package. Now this one does have it's $500, $595 for the star white. We got engine block heater, $100. Heavy duty tow trailer, which is $795. Then we have $995 for the CTD, which has got an active, we'll talk about it in just a few moments guys. It's got the active or dynamic dampening system in this Expedition, which has got lower suspension. We got no charge for roof rail, control track with a 3.3 ELSD electronic locking differential, which is $1,100, advanced cargo manager, and a 15.5-inch screen, which touch cap with $795 for the big touchscreen. So that's total $86,295 for this Expedition, which is the most expensive Expedition I have seen, or I've seen personally on a dealer's lot, or basically an inventory or ordered one. So this is probably as high as they come. They can probably get them close to 90, but this is probably as much as you're gonna spend on an Expedition, you know, going from what they start in the low 50s to this basically model. So as you can see guys, yeah, this is a Performance Edition package. Now this does have a lower suspension. It does have basically, as you can see, the red performance brakes. I don't think there's any type of performance pad that Ford puts on this ones. You can say they can put the Explorer ST's Performance Expedition. I don't think the Ford includes on that. They just have red calipers, but this is basically have the adaptive suspension. That's $1,000. That kind of adopts the suspension. You got front and rear stabilizer bars with about, I think it's about an inch lower suspension all around. Now of course you can get this package in the short wheelbase or long waist, as if I mentioned that before. So really awesome what Ford has done. Of course this is more sportier. I just drove the Timberline edition, which is a 4x4 off-road focus Expedition. So we're gonna see how that compares to this sport tuned on-road suspension. Expedition. Let's go ahead and just take a quick look. Let's go ahead and open up the back hatch. So as you can see guys, back, of course we get a rear view camera, lots of space. There's where the extra room here is in the back of this Expedition. Max, you got an extra foot longer here, a little bit of interior, but it's mostly extends to here to the back row or behind the third row seat. You got a lot more space. I'll put all the dimensions of how much cubic feet you can put in this Expedition here up on the screen for you guys. But awesome interior. As you can see guys, we got the black leather here with the red stitching. So the rest of it guys, here we got a lot of storage compartments here. As you can see, lots of storage here. We do have, looks like an extra little thing here for storage. So let's go ahead and put this in here. A lot of storage here for your extra things. We do have a jack, because we do have a full-size spare tire underneath this vehicle right here. We have a subwoofer here for the 22 speaker system, that Bang & Olufsen system that this Expedition has. We got lots of storage here, USB connections for the third row, lots of hooks. Of course you can put your seats down via all the electronic buttons here, automatic down. Of course you got a 12-volt connection here, more room on this side, the same exact as this one here, lots of hooks, and of course you got an LED light here as well. So really cool size guys. I mean, this is probably the biggest SUV that Ford offers in terms of size, either that or the Navigator. Also, you know, the Max version of the Navigator as well. Unfortunately, Ford does not offer the Excursion anymore. That's another story for another video. But really awesome. If you have, you know, max towing with, you know, room for 7 or 8 people, this is basically your SUV to go to. So, all right, guys, go ahead and put this down. And one more feature that I'll show you guys. Of course, we got a little button to open up the rear quarter window here. So we touch a little button here. and we can open up the glass portion of the hatch of the rear, which is an awesome feature to have. So you don't have to open up the whole hatch. You can just open up this part of the window to vent in, take some stuff out, take a bag out of it, or throw something in here real quick, which is an awesome feature that Ford has done to this Expedition. So there we go, guys. Awesome little features that Ford has done to the back of this. And of course, we got some roof rails on the top with crossbars as well. And really love the way this thing looks. This thing looks awesome, very sporty looking. All right, let's go and check out the interior of this special package, the Stealth Edition. So of course we got the running board that's automatic down on each side. So here we go, guys. We have the black onyx leather, the black leather with red stitching, which is really nice. All this is all blacked out with some black trim on here on the bottom. Of course, you have your captain shirt as part of this package, guys. These are both heated seats here, all the same type of leather all around. We got your panoramic sunroof here, as you can see, and third zone AC, guys, with USB connections here, three-prong connection here, USB connections, third zone AC here. Here's your buttons for your heats, and of course you got some more room here, 12-volt connection here as well, and plenty of room to move around here, guys. This is kind of move up and down, as you can see. If you just touch this here, we can bring the seat up to get access to the back. So we've done quite a bit of more extensive reviews on the interior of this Expedition, guys. Just wanted to bring you a quick look at this Expedition Stealth and see how it drives. But awesome interior, lots of room in this Expeditions. And but all right, let's close the door and head out to the front. All right, let's go ahead and take a quick look at that EcoBoost engine here that we have. Let's go ahead and open up the hood and check that EcoBoost out. It's gonna go ahead and do a little latch, and we're gonna open up the hood, which we have hydraulic assistance. Thank you for putting that on this huge SUVs. Okay, here we have the high output twin turbo V6 3.5 liter. This is producing 440 horsepower, 510 pound-feet of torque. Of course, this is driving the four-wheel drive system, going to a 10-speed automatic transmission. Now, this engine here, or this output, this is the same engine on all Expeditions, but the high output of this engine is only available in this Stealth Edition package and on the Timberland Edition package. The rest of them get the 400 horsepower on the Limited or even the Platinum, and you got 380 on the Early Base XLs and XL or the Exxon. So, but this is the top of the line Expedition, top power, 400 horsepower. It's quite a bit of power. These engines are quite powerful. Basically, almost the same engine that's in the Ford Raptor. It's basically the same thing, the same drivetrain and everything else, so of course, except for the suspension, but basically a Ford Raptor engine in an Expedition. So that's awesome. I wish Ford would do an Expedition Raptor R version of an Expedition, even in a short wheelbase. That'll be fantastic. I hope Ford hears me, and they may do something like that in the future. So, but there we go, guys. There's the hood of this Expedition. All right, let's go ahead and get into the driver's side of this Expedition, guys. So as you can see, guys, continuing with the black leather, really nice, everything the way it is, same as in the back. Controls for your windows and mirrors. You got basically a three memory seats here for your 10-way power seats. Really nice. Of course, you got your running board out here, it's automatic. We got floor mats here, and coming here to the middle, guys, we got basically the red stitching, continuing on the soft touch here of the part of the dash. Really nice what Ford has done, and we got some thunder around here, guys. So really nice little detail that we have here. It's like a little CD and kind of outwards, kind of what your Ford's kind of Expedition was going to be, basically, going to city and outdoors and all that kind of stuff. Really cool, what you call Easter egg little thing that little detail that Ford did as well on this Expedition. So I really love this interior, guys. This onyx and red interior is fantastic. Really love it. Perforated seats here, as you can see, the leather, all that's really nice. It looks like they did a really good, nice job of the way they designed the seats and the stitching there, and it's really cool. That stitching continues on the leather steering wheel as well, with some nice dark claw trim here, and of course everything all is digital inside. So let's go ahead, guys, and get in. But before we go, guys, adjustable pedals as well, controls for your lights and the back and everything. So we have also automatic tilting and adjusting steering wheel as well. So let's jump inside of this awesome Expedition Stealth model. So obviously, guys, really nice interior. I mean, Ford really did itself really much improving the Expedition's interior, basically all the dash and everything really well, much more better quality, much more better layout. Of course, you got these huge screens as well, but Ford did an excellent job with this interior. Let's go ahead, guys, and get this engine started, get some heat, get some cooled AC, because it's quite hot today in Central Florida. Even though we're about to receive some rain, it's gonna get just even much more humid. So, but as you can see, got all the screens coming up. We got your 12-inch digital screen, 15.5-inch screen here. Everything's powering up, and just everything looks so good. Everything feels so good. The quality's there. Ford did a really good job. Let me lower that volume there of that high-powered stereo system. So here we go, guys. Let's go ahead and hear this V6. Hear a little bit of turbo whistle there. Sounds really nice, very nice, and very easy to, very responsive engine as well. So, all right, let's go ahead and close the door. get a little more quietness in here. Let's go ahead and put on our seatbelts because we're gonna go out. And as you can see, that if you hear that noise, that's basically your boards coming into the body here, or going into the chassis. So awesome interior, guys. Let me just adjust a little bit, get back here a little bit. Awesome. I love the way it is. Everything's well laid out. I mean, the digital layout, it feels, feels great because you can see it very nicely. Of course, the screen, everything's really nice. You can see, guys, this black interior. Obviously, the panoramic sunroof helps a lot to bring some more light in. We got that here as well. We got some, basically the stuff for your little pocket here for your glasses. Of course, you got all controls for everything here, home link. Everything else has been the same as in the previous expedition that I've reviewed. Of course, you got double glove box here. This is a really nice the way that this pattern is. Looks like a something Lamborghini, what they call that, some sort of a dark gray pattern, or forged carbon type of look. I don't know. It's really cool the way that is. Really, I love this set of wood. The set of imitation wood. They really put really nice dark accent and stuff into this stealth package. Really nice. So, all right, guys. So here we have your Pro trailer control, which is this is option with that. Obviously, if you're parking a trailer, it really helps you out. With your brake control here for the trailer, we got hazards. We got traction control all off, max AC or max defroster. We got all your you can turn all your sensors for the outside off. Of course, guys, coming here to the screen, this is basically Ford's latest and greatest sync system, Sync 4A. So this has basically Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. You got a Wi-Fi hotspot. This also updates itself by on-air updates. So you got, of course, right now we have some Sunnet radio, and this has an awesome 22 Bang & Olufsen speaker system. This is the best sound system that you can get in an Expedition, and it sounds fantastic too. Wow. It certainly does. Wow, this is probably one of the best stereo systems I've heard in an SUV. Of course, besides anything much more expensive. So, guys, real quick here, of course, you go back to a little, there's a little bit of an Expedition here, a little graphic of that. You press that here. It's a little bit slow there on that, but it's probably just, again, you can control everything here, guys. You got driver assistance to turn off all your Ford Copilot 360 things on. You got vehicle dynamics, general, all types of things you can really do, adjust and everything. So, you got your controls here. And, of course, we got towing, we got valet mode. If we go here, guys, of course, we got radio. I'll bring up your radio. We do have also navigation as well in this that's part of this system as well. Really awesome graphics and all kinds of things you can do, guys. I can spend here 20 minutes but not bore you with that. So of course you got your controls here for your heated seats, ventilated seats, and heated steering wheel. Now if you want to just lower it, this is pretty cool. I mean, you can just control it by just turn off the AC, which I should have done, or you do auto. No, let's not do auto. Oh crap, I just want to control the speed here. It's a little bit you have to get used to this system, but once you find it, it's really easy to do. Everything's here. Basically, you control the rear AC as well. We got 3-zone AC here, volume control here, which is awesome. Just a lot of things, they're easily done. Of course, coming down here, guys, we do have a wireless charging pad, 2 USB connections. Of course, you got your 10-speed automatic. Basically, you got your locking diff here. This is basically to change gears. We have your drive modes as well. So as you can see, guys, we have normal, we got sport, slippery, we do have sand, mud and ruts. We have also tow and haul, sport, and we got eco if you want to drive in economy. We'll go back to normal while we're driving, and we'll go in sport maybe, but we'll leave it in normal at the moment. You can see the awesome fantastic graphics of this. All the information that you get here as well. You can scroll down to it. You got off-road, all kinds of stuff you can do, power distribution, engine information. So of course you got digital tech and speedometer there. Then you also got a boost gauge as well here. So coming back here, guys, just hill descent control. Basically we got your two-wheel drive. You can go just in two-wheel drive high, or four-wheel drive low, four-wheel drive high, and four-wheel drive automatic. So we got hill descent and basically setting all your sensors down. Here in the center console we got a lot of room, 12-volt connection there, and lots of storage here where you can put a lot of stuff. Fantastic, all the stitching here that's done is really nice. Feels really nice leather here as well. So, but all right, guys, there we go. That's basically the interior of this Stealth model. Now, obviously, let's go ahead and feel out. Let me go ahead and put my glasses. Let's go and see how this feels compared to see if we can find a little more sport. Now, obviously, this is a heavy vehicle. This is probably 5,200 pounds, somewhere around there. It's not a sport vehicle, even with some sport suspension. Ford's not gonna make this a stiff ride or anything like that, but it will have a little more. I guess it would feel a little more stable with the lower center of gravity of those springs and stuff. So, all right, let's go ahead, guys, and put this girl to work. We are in regular mode. As you can see, it's gonna see how we're sending the power. We are in full-wheel drive automatic. So let's go ahead, guys, and check how this Expedition does. And it feels nice. Obviously, this is the max edition, so we got a little extra foot. Let's go ahead and do a quick U-turn here and see how, yeah, it's got a big turning radius, but that's expected of this sort of big SUV. But this feels very nice. It's very comfortable to drive, very easy to drive. You know, a lot of ladies might be getting something like this to travel their kids on, but this feels very easy to drive. Feels like just a normal, it is a bigger SUV, of course. You know, it's a full-size SUV, but it's very easy to drive. All right, guys, this feels just basically very easy to drive, just as much as a regular Escape is. So very easy to drive this big Expedition, but it feels really nice. I mean, very smooth, and of course you got a lot of power underneath the foot as well. Brakes feel really nice and linear brake pedal, so nobody coming. So as you can see, guys, if we give a little bit of power, whoops, this thing just takes off. And if we stop, just stop here for a second and wait for that car to go by. I'm gonna test out the suspension here just a little bit, but really nice the way this feels. Okay, he's gone. Let's go ahead, guys, and continue here. But it's kind of, you can hear a little bit of turbo whistle on this another car. Well, never mind. But let's see how this suspension feels. Obviously, we got big 285 millimeter tires. Now, this feels a little bit more agile than the Expedition Timberland I just drove. You're gonna see that also, guys, probably before this one, but this thing just feels really nice. This Expedition, super smooth. Ford has done a really great job with smoothing out this transmission. You know, if I'm gonna, there's nobody. Yeah, there's a car behind us, but we gave it just a little bit of gas. Yeah, you can definitely hear a bit of the turbo there. It's got a little like a bit of blow-off valve noise to it, which is really cool. So everything, you know, feels good, very smooth. Obviously, this type of suspension definitely feels a little bit more buttoned down into this. You know, the suspension definitely feels more buttoned down into the road, considering this is you know, it's not as jiggly. This is more and more a little more stable feeling. Of course, suspension, that's going to make you feel that way. So, and it's got stabilizer bars as well, front and rear. You know, like the Stealth Performance, it's got a little wider track, but that's basically done for off-road. This is focused based on, you know, this is basically more tuned for on-road. You know, I would say performance, but you know, a bit of definitely more performance, sport performance for this Expedition Stealth Edition. Even though this is a longer wheelbase and a little heavier, this definitely, you know, it's got some good stability and you can feel it for sure. But everything, like you see, guys, well laid out. The screen looks fantastic, especially this 12-inch screen is really the best thing you can put on one of these Expeditions as an option. Ford's done a really good job with this, no doubt about it. So, and if we just wait a little bit, guys, let's go ahead and yes, I'm just barely touching this thing, and look at that. Oof, wow, this thing, yeah, this thing's got some power. 440 horsepower, 510 pound-feet of torque, probably starting around 3,000 RPM. It's definitely gonna feel, I'm sure, fantastic. These things are automatic. Yes, they are, so they can turn on, because we got some we might encounter some rain, guys, here in a few, but I don't know if we go that far or not. But fantastic feeling SUV, no doubt about it. Very comfortable, you know, very nice SUV. So of course, here we got a Kia in front of us. Like a lot of Kias and Hyundais, they have a lot of their taillights out. If you own a Kia or a Hyundai from a little older, check your taillights, because I see a lot of Kias and a lot of Hyundai, especially like 2015s and above, have no taillights whatsoever, or at least 2 or 3 of them out. So, but awesome. This thing just feels fantastic, guys. So smooth, such a nice riding SUV. Really nice. I mean, Ford did a really great job kind of disguising this huge mass of this SUV, but I really like it. We're gonna go this way, guys. We're gonna try to avoid the rain and see if we can get back, and just to do a nice, you know, we can go out back this way and check out a little bit of the stability. Now we can go and get into the road that I know here. So yeah, there's a little bit of body roll control. I can tell this does not tilt as much. There's not as much body roll per se. This definitely feels a little bit better. Yeah, definitely a little more stable than the Expedition Timberland. Of course, the Timberland is done for off-road, but wow, this thing just feels fantastic, to be honest. So we got, the brakes have a very good feeling. You know, the more power you put in them, the more. And we got that start stop on, as you can see. So the thing the Expedition just turned off. And I can probably, I don't know if no, let's go ahead and release the brake. Power's on, back on. And let's go ahead, guys, and turn this way. And let's do a little bit of a, I don't know if that guy's gonna go out or not, but it looks like he's going out. But oh, this thing's got some nice power for sure. Yeah, this thing definitely feels much better. The ride is not, it's super smooth. I mean, it can feel it's a little bit more sportier, but by no means is it harsh or anything like that. Of course, this dynamic, active dampers are, adjusting the shocks, I'm say every second. So, and the ride feels excellent. It feels nice and sporty, but at the same time, very, very comfortable. And the seats are comfortable as well. The cooling is working fantastic. So you can ask for this. It's also fully loaded SUV. Now it's turned off back again, which I do not like. I don't know where the button is, but we have to go to our settings most likely. But well, it saves gas, but that's something I would definitely not option off and get my $50 back to take that off. So save the chip, guys. Save the chip. Let's go ahead, guys, and test this out here. Do a little bit of a turn. Yeah, it's got some good stability. Now we may put a little bit. Yes. Yeah, it's got some good. Yeah, definitely a lot more stable. And man, this thing has got some power. I don't even touch maybe more than 30%, and this thing just moves. So as you can see, we got where the power is going right now to the four-wheel drive system. But yeah, really nice. I mean, this is definitely, you can feel this definitely on the sportier side, a little more stable, a little more grounded, if I may say so. But really nice what Ford has done to this Expedition. Definitely feels good. Now we gotta go through this bump here. I see. No, very nice. It's a little floaty. Obviously, this is a big SUV, but yeah, it's for sporting a sport suspension on a Expedition like this, it cannot be easy. So, but hope you guys have been enjoying this review of this Expedition. It's gonna be a little quicker review, guys. It's obviously we've done quite a bit of these, but basically done almost all trims of Expedition. This is probably one of the best. This one and the Timberline are my favorite so far. Of course, this is more of a sporty look with the 22-inch wheels. And of course the brakes being in red and the sportier handling, and of course this is being the biggest Expedition you can get. So but there we go, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this review of this Expedition limited Stealth Performance Edition package. So that we just turned off, so we can put it back on park. So there we go, guys. This is just over $86,000. I'll put that numbers for you guys up on the screen. Lots of money, but you still get lots of SUV, lots of information. I mean, a lot of technology, very comfortable, lots of amenities, sunroof, good power, four-wheel drive, semi-sport tune suspension. Can't go wrong with this. Of course, it's not perfect, but I think Ford did an excellent job nonetheless for this SUVs. Big thank you to Barto Ford once again, guys. Thank you guys for being here with me. Thank you to all that has subscribed, guys. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers. Subscribe, guys, if you haven't done it, if you like this type of content. Thank you so much for watching. You guys have a fantastic day, and we'll catch you on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.